Hello, this is the manual for Sonic the Hedgehog CD Special Edition for Windows 95. This manual includes the story of the game, how to set up the game's controls, and the rounds the game has to offer. So without any further waiting, let's get onto the manual. A little planet that is also miracle. Hey! Where's Sonic the Hedgehog? Amy the Hedgehog asked. Dooby dooby dooba Sonic. Good morning, Agent S, said Major Monogram. The evil Dr. Robotnik's up to his old tricks. For reasons unknown to us, he's bought up 80% of the country's tin foil. We suspect that this has something to do with Miracle Planet, given that its separation is today. I want you to get over to Never Lake right away, find out what he's up to, and put a stop to it. The planet in question is where the mysterious time stones rest. These stones allow one to control time. On the last month of every year, the little planet appears over Never Lake. It's that time now, and Sonic is going to check it out to see what Robotnik is up to with all that tinfoil. With all these time stones, I bet I can control space-time itself, Robotnik sighed. Sonic sped ran through green hills. When Sonic the Hedgehog arrived at Never Lake, the little planet was there as expected. But something was wrong. Where there should have been the Pride Lands and the Tri-State area, there was nothing but chain and tinfoil. The little planet was tethered to a rock with a huge chain, and its surface was covered with tinfoil. What happened? Sonic wondered. Before Sonic could reply, something swooshed over them. Ah, Sonic the Hedgehog, said Robotnik. What an unexpected surprise! And by unexpected, I mean completely expected! What the? It didn't take long for Sonic to realize what had happened. This has to be one of your tricks! Indeed it was. Upon discovering the location of the little planet, the evil Dr. Robotnik and his robot cronies had immediately set about converting it into a giant fortress. When Robotnik saw Sonic approaching, he did something, I guess. I, Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, have covered the entire Miracle Planet in tinfoil, and when I put my giant chain into my Mount Ether, I will immobilize it, thereby giving me the opportunity to snatch all the time stones. And then, with the power contained in these, I'll control time, thereby taking over the Mobius and Murph and Miracle Planet area! The Dry Planet area, if you will! Sonic stood on the rock and thought. Robotnik had control of the little planet, and soon he would have the time stones. But not if Sonic got to them first! His adventure on the little planet was going to be more exciting and dangerous than he'd planned. It was time to get a move on. Oh no! It looks like I'm in a Sonic CD Special Edition for Windows 95! Setting up the game. Insert Sonic the Hedgehog CD Special Edition for Windows 95 into your CD-ROM drive. The Windows 95 autoplay feature on your system will automatically check to see if Sonic is already installed. If it is not, your system will ask you to run setup. If Sonic has already been installed, skip ahead to getting started. Follow the instructions on your screen. Getting started. After installing Sonic the Hedgehog CD Special Edition for Windows 95, start the game. Insert Sonic the Hedgehog CD Special Edition for Windows 95 onto your CD-ROM drive. If you have more than one drive, use the first. A dialog box will appear. Choose Play. You'll see the Sega logo followed by the Sonic the Hedgehog CD title screen. Wait a few seconds and you'll see an animated intro sequence, then a brief game demo, and finally a Doylist stage demo. Watch the demos for valuable hints on how to get through the rounds and zones. Press the spacebar or A button of your joystick and or gamepad at the Doyle stage demo or animated sequence to return to the title screen. Press the spacebar or the A button of your joystick and or gamepad again to see the game menu. On this menu, press the arrow keys or joystick/gamepad left or right to cycle through the game modes. Press the spacebar or joystick/gamepad button A to choose your game option. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you? Setting up for Q-Sound. Q-Sound Virtual Audio is a revolutionary multi-dimensional sound placement technology. This new sound technology gives you 180 degrees of audio. You'll be surrounded in waves of 3D sound from many sound effects. Speaker placement. Place the speakers at equal distance from you on the same plane, at the same height, and at least 3 feet from the sidewalls. You can angle the speakers slightly. Balance. Use your audio mixer to set the audio balance to the center balance position. If your speakers have separate volume controls, set them as equally as possible. Game options. New game starts the game from the beginning and cancels any game you saved previously. This is the only option you have when Sonic is played for the first time. Continue lets you resume a previous game from the beginning of the round where you left off. Time Attack lets you choose a zone from the game and try for the shortest travel time from start to finish. You can only run a time attack in a round that has already been cleared in a regular game. Controls. These are the default controls binded for your keyboard and joystick when you boot up the game. For keyboard, to move Sonic around in the game using the keyboard, press the directional buttons to move Sonic in those respective directions, and press the space bar to perform a jump or a spin attack. For joystick, hold the joystick in their respective directions to move Sonic in those directions, and press A to perform a jump or a spin attack. Note, if you have a gamepad instead of a joystick, press the pad's 4 directional buttons to get the same effect as moving a joystick handle. Press F8 to switch between using the keyboard or a joystick. See Sonic's online help for Sonic Super Stunts and more information about the game. Rounds. Round 1, Milele. Round 2. Round 2 does not exist. Round 3, São Paulo. São Paulo é um município brasileiro, capital do estado de São Paulo e cidade mais populosa do Brasil, da América e de todo o hemisfério sul. Listada pela Globalization and World Cities Research Network como uma cidade global alfa, exerce significativa influência internacional no comércio, finanças, artes e entretenimento. É uma área urbana mais populosa do mundo fora da Ásia e a cidade lusófona mais populosa do planeta. Seu nome homenageia Paulo de Tarso e seus habitantes são conhecidos como paulistanos. O tema latino da cidade é non ducor, duco, que se traduz como não sou conduzido, conduzo. Round 4, Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone, but it's in Miracle Planet instead of Mobius and or Earth. Round 5, Minecraft. Minecraft is a sandbox game developed and published by Mojang Studios, formally released on the 18th of November 2011 for PCs following its initial public alpha release on 17th of May 2009. It has been ported to numerous platforms including mobile devices and various video game consoles. Round 6, Tri-State Area. Mom! Radius and Farm! They're the Tri-State Area! It's some sort of wacky word, you have to see this! Round 7, Piston Cup. Round 8, Geracebo.
O Geracebo vai rodando devagar, e no curso de lenhas ele gosta de pingar. De repente na manhã vai surgindo o Geracebo toda vez que ele pinga um novo sebo.
For technical assistance, please contact your hardware manufacturer's customer support helpline. Sonic Hitline, the greatest and latest tips and hints for Sonic CD. Must be 18 or have parents' permission. Touchtone phone required. If you experience problems with the 900 phone lines, please call the number below. Or not. I don't know if the number still works. Warnings. Read before using your Sega video game on your Windows 95. Epilepsy warning. A very small percentage of individuals may experience epileptic seizures when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights. Exposure to certain patterns or backgrounds on a television screen or while playing video games may induce an epileptic seizure in these individuals. Certain conditions may induce undetected epileptic symptoms even on people who have no history of prior seizures or epilepsy. If you or anyone in your family has an epileptic condition, consult your physician prior to playing. If you experience any of the following symptoms while playing a video game, such as dizziness, altered vision, eye or muscle twitches, disorientation, loss of awareness, any involuntary movement or convulsions, immediately discontinue use and consult your physician before resuming play. If you have any further questions in relation to the recently issued television and mirror destruction order, call the number below.